there's no days for...
Well, before you look ahead to your busy week, sit down, relax, pull up a chair as we bring you another NBA broadcast. And thanks for sharing part of your weekend with us. With Doris Burke and Greg Anthony, I'm Kevin Harlan. We'll be joined by Allie LaForce on the sidelines. And, of course, Jason Tatum is proudly wearing the Miami Heat colors for the first time.
And as you were mentioning, I mean, that trade has this... Buzzing. You can see it in the warm-up line how loose and confident they look now with him on that roster.
Now here's Murray. Over Hardaway. Glancing at the players on these rosters, Doris, we see some elite guards on both teams.
Absolutely, Kevin. And the nice thing is these guards are both playmakers and scorers, and the teams rely heavily on their productivity.
Here is Durant. Elbow shot, and he gets it to go.
Now forget the analytics. If KD's shooting it, I'll take it all day.
Hardaway with it. Outside, George. Clock at 6. Miami needs to get a shot off. Here's Hardaway. Nice defense from KD.
Most defenses want to protect the paint first. Great job there.
Murray, good.
And look at Murray's mechanics, making that corner three look easy.
Outside Tatum. Pass to Caruso. Heat moving the ball around. Tatum no good.
Well, this guy typically a nice touch from mid-range, but obviously can't make them all.
And Boston certainly has some of the most knowledgeable sports fans, Doris, in the country.
Kevin, not only knowledgeable, but passionate. And when you think over the 4 major sports in the city and the tradition of success, it is no wonder they are so committed. Okay, Miles Turner showing off a little bit of athleticism. ability, no doubt on that one.
Boston's shooting their first free throw attempt on the night. That's good from Durant.
Number 15.
We've seen a quick start here for the Celtics. Outside Durant. Here's the three. And the rejection by Ayton.
Outstanding shot blocker. DeAndre Ayton off his feet in a hurry to send it back.
Tatum gets the bucket.
And that's exactly what he's looking for, draining the triple.
And so it's Murray with it. He brings it up for Boston. It's a 5-point game. Here's Sigma. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
Yeah, that's a great setup. Screen the defender off and let him elevate.
Oh, right. And wasn't the timing ideal? My goodness. The D with no chance to react.
The execution was simply flawless. That, ladies and gentlemen, is how you run that play.
And here is Murray. After Jason Tatum getting his shot to go from deep. Pass to Thibault. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation. The Heat trailed by 4. Right now, let's take a second to catch up with Allie LaForce on the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin. The Miami Heat's head coach Eric Spoelstra talked about their approach, and he said, you got to try to take control of the game, set the tone, and play consistently throughout. Everybody's trying to do the same thing. It's who can impose their will longer than the other team. Back to you.
He knows his stuff. All right, Allie, thank you for the report. Boston leading by 4. Hey, Greg, kind of a combo forward. Tatum at 6'8", more than capable, playing up at the power forward position.
And that's where he's mostly played the last few seasons. And his rebounding is more than just serviceable. Credit him for the strength he's added over his career.
This is one of the best to ever do it. Simply stated, Durant is lethal from behind the arc, and the efficiency is incredible.
Tatum. And Boston with the rebound. And stolen by Tatum. Over in the corner, Dort. And it's out of bounds. The Heat able to retain possession here.
Great instincts from him to get a hand on that pass and tip it out.
And offensively, a little bit of a careless toss. You could have used a better angle on that pass.
And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. Coach is going to talk some things over with the team. Might be seeing something to adjust. To the left wing. And here is Ayton. Still scoreless. And he banks in the layup.
Well, the big man flashing his touch. DeAndre Ayton makes it look easy.
Here is Daniels. Pass to Messi. That one's in, his first shot this game.
They've wasted no time settling into their offense.
The Heat trailed by 7. Henderson attacking. And then Henderson with the jam.
Explosive in every way. The quick first step, and then you see the hop.
Outside Daniels. Here's Messi. And so the first quarter is in the books. Celtics lead by 5. And we'll get the second quarter under.
Miami 10.
And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through one quarter of action so far. And guys, what do you think about the offensive approach we've seen so far for Boston?
They are committed to running the floor in this one, relying on their speed to get a lot of points off the fast break.
Another big component of their early game tonight has been points off turnovers. Great job converting on those chances.
And then Henderson with the dunk.
And Henderson doesn't need any extra motivation to head straight for the rim.
Pass to Sigma. Launches a three. And there's the drive. It's stolen by Bagley. And here we go. Fast break. Henderson's got it. And finished off by Bagley.
And how about the leaping ability of Bagley? He gets off the ground with ease to throw that one down.
Here's Sigma. And he says right back at you with a big dunk of his own.
Just no chance there for the defense. Major size disadvantage. He's got no business trying to stop that slam. Just get out of the way.
A little artistry in the painted area, converting against the size.
Some guys just relish the challenge. Find a way, and he does.
Pass to Hardaway. Bagley. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points. In a moment here to take a look at some hustle stats for the Heat.
I mean, they've come out aggressive defensively, getting into them and coming up with some cookies along the way.
Yeah, they've also been alert and active on the defensive end, creating turnovers and turning those into points on the offensive end. Oh, phenomenal work right there. There's times, boy, he can be tough to check.
Pass to Dort. Now Henderson. Right side Bagley. Just 5 to shoot. Out to Hardaway. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Hardaway with the steal. Now here's Henderson. Turner with the steal. And a fast break now for the Celtics. And it's Turner finishing it off.
How about that? He's 7 feet tall. And Miles Turner, because of that ability to move in any direction at any moment, is a big-time problem inside.
Boston leading by 4. And no questioning the greatness of Kevin Durant. But, Greg, trying to get back into championship contention.
Yeah, and since his 2 titles with the Warriors, disappointment with the Nets and Suns, can he get a shot at another ring?
And so Eric Spoelstra will call a timeout. He's going to have a discussion on the sideline. Here's Hardaway. He takes it in. They can't stop the run with that one. Outside Daniel. And Embiid with the block.
What a rejection by Embiid in close. He saw him coming and got there to deny it.
Pass to Embiid. Can't connect from short range.
No matter what looks they get, they just can't convert to stop this run.
And I think you can start to feel their frustration mounting. With every missed bucket, it becomes more and more desperate.
To the inside. In the corner, Daniels. It's a hand on it. And the dunk by Boucher.
Well, that's about positioning and length and athleticism. Boucher doing the job on the offensive rebounding end.
And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Gives a team such a great element having a one guard who can get to the 10.
Certainly something every team wants to have.
Well, you love it. Fearless, aggressive, leaving no doubt whatsoever.
And now let's swing it over to Allie LaForce on the sideline.
Thanks a lot, guys. Jason Tatum talked about his development since coming into the league, and he said earlier, I was playing the game just to play the game instead of thinking it. It's tough when you're younger. You just want everything to happen so fast, but it doesn't work like that. Back to you, Kevin.
He has come a long way. Okay, thank you, Allie. To the wing right side. Embiid wide open. And the 3 off target.
Listen, things aren't going his way right now, but listen, you just keep going, keep working at it.
Cracks in the tray.
And if you look at this first half, overall, they've just had the better shot selection.
And I think, obviously, we see the execution and the willingness to make the next pass so important.
And Embiid throws it down.
And that's a huge play. I mean, they need more like it because second chance points are going to be key in this game.
Probably so. That's usually a crucial element to any comeback. And so it's Boston up by a dozen here at the end of the quarter. And their ability to get points in the paint has made all the difference in this one. Right back after this break. And there wasn't too much drama in the first half, but maybe things will tighten up here in the second. You know, Greg, a lot of the best scorers do what's called hunting, looking to create contact with the defender that they've zeroed in on.
Yeah, and that can be a legitimate technique to really negate a shot blocker. But when the offensive player basically initiates all the contact, we could be without some of those cheap foul calls against the defender.
Durant with a wide open look. That falls. Nice feed that time from Turner.
One of the tough things about Kevin Durant, doesn't matter if it's off the dribble or in this situation off the catch, Durant one of the best, period.
It's a +5 advantage for them in rebounding after that one.
And again, it's Boston converting.
And at the offensive end, he's done about as much as they could have hoped for today.
Here's Hardaway. Takes it inside. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
And just fluid off the dribble. Great length to finish, and Hardaway attacking now with purpose.
Outside Durant. There's a good screen. Pass to Sigma. Back to KD. And stolen by Tatum. On the wing, Hardaway. Outside, Dort. Off the mark there with the three-point shot.
Struggling to get into their groove here. Just 1 for 4.
Murray, good.
I'll tell you exactly the start to this half that you're looking for. He's taken 3 shots. He's made 3 shots.
And we've seen it more than once. DeJounte Murray has been traded for huge hauls.
And that shows you his worth in this league. Teams have been willing to give up a lot to get him. You don't see that kind of length and versatility every day.
At the top of the key, Durant. Stolen by Tatum. A wide open look here for Caruso. And again, Miami with the triple.
Their three-point percentage has taken a big leap here in this second half.
Outside Durant. On the top of the key. And again, it's Boston converting.
The assist totals, Kevin, just continue to grow. They're way ahead in that category. Ball movement has been flawless.
And he's got his first chance at the line here.
And that 84% free throw percentage is a testament to all the hard work he's put in on the line.
And so he hits the technical free throw. And Eric Spoelstra wants a timeout. He's going to make some adjustments to the game plan. Henderson right side. Outside for Bagley. He gets it to fall. That makes it just a single-digit lead. Bagley's got 7 points.
Yeah, this offense is rolling. They've been assertive, but they're also playing under control.
I think the communication on offense is working at every level right now. What a run for this group.
Oh, another huge night for Tatum. One of the top scorers in the NBA. Jason beats you in so many different ways.
Murray with it. Hardaway picks him up. For 3, Durant. Good, and the assist goes to Murray. KD's got a pair of threes now here in the third for the Celtics. Outside for Bagley. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game.
First team foul.
Here's Henderson. He has 6. Pass to Bagley. Henderson attacking.
Such a talented defensive player. I really love how he competes on that end. And with the success they've had rebounding the basketball, they're right where you'd expect them to be, firmly in the driver's seat.
Tatum draws the double. Back to Henderson. Heat moving the ball around. It's stolen by Thibault. Here's Murray, and it's Murray with the jam.
And Murray is a terror in transition, outstanding at knowing how to capitalize in those situations.
And so Erik Spoelstra will call a timeout. He made the decision to huddle up with his guys and talk about strategy. So both teams making some changes here. 44 seconds left in the third. Henderson attacking. Count that one. Henderson's got 8 points.
And so far going for more of an inside presence here in the second half, getting away from the three-point shot.
He gets that one. And the Celtics lead by 12. Outside, Bagley. .20 seconds left for the third. Embiid, no good. Now, Ingles. On the wing, Murray. Turner with the screen. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
And I like the fact that the defense is looking to protect the rim at all costs.
Celtics have made their only other free throw attempt today on an earlier trip to the line. And so Murray nails both of them.
And that's another area where he is just a superb player. Excellent at the free throw line.
And so it's Kevin Durant making headlines and highlights. And there have been 2 very different performances from these teams today. We get going in quarter number 4. Boston leading by 14. And that's an intentional foul.
Really no idea why you're fouling in a situation like that. You know, maybe there's some bad blood between those two.
And timeout is called by Erik Spoelstra. Wants to make sure everybody's coordinated and intent. And a new group in for the Heat. Let's check in now with our Allie LaForce, who's got a story for us. Allie?
Over that last break, I got a chance to hear what Erik Spoelstra said to the team. And he was adamant that they need to tighten up their D. That lack of communication at that end has led to breakdowns, wide open shooters, and easy buckets. He sounded pretty frustrated, guys.
Great work as always, Allie. Thank you. And DeJounte Murray gets the whistle that time. That's foul number 2 for him. Outside Hardaway. Pass to Dort. Out to Hardaway. Shot clock at 6. Now here's Embiid. Whoops, there's the 24-second shot clock violation, so they'll turn it over. Celtics leading by 16. Murray with it. Turner with the screen. And it's Thibault in the corner. Hardaway with the steal. And he drives in. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
That should give them a nice little jolt.
Yeah, it has to. They need a jolt, GA.
Well, sometimes it's about taking it into your own hands. That kind of individual play could spark his groove.
Oh, reversed it home. That was pretty.
Agreed. The agility on display. Three-pointer by Embiid. Rebounded by the Celtics.
And the edge on the glass is the difference. It's allowed them to build this lead.
Here's Turner. Lays it up off the glass. And the Celtics lead by 18.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
Outside Durant from 20 feet out. Again, the Celtics good for 2. And guys, let's get your take on the hustle stats for the Celtics.
All game long, they've had active hands and really out in the passing lanes. And that aggression on defense has resulted in a ton of steals.
I think it's also important we have to acknowledge how many scoring opportunities they've created from their spectacular defense, getting a bunch of points off turnovers.
with the drive and finished off by KD.
Boy, you have to be impressed with the offensive production. They have got it firing on all cylinders.
And at this point, it is their game to lose. They've done such a good job building the lead.
Tatum no good.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
And we're about 3 minutes into the fourth quarter. KD bats for 2. And another basket for Boston.
It's not just that Kevin Durant scores it. It is the efficiency with which he does it. This guy, you can lean into him on the offensive end.
And there's the call on Javonte Green. That is his first foul of the game. And here is Hardaway. 6 on the shot clock. Can they get it? Tatum no good.
Hard to figure out how he doesn't knock that one down. No defender in sight.
We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. The shot by KD. No good. Now the Heat with it.
Yes, and with this one winding down, it's obvious to everyone who watched it. Just a total mismatch and a true show of strength for Boston.
The differential in assists led to a lot of open looks and also helped to get more guys involved in the offense easy.
And they made the defense adjust, but they just couldn't come up with an answer.
And for the year now, they'll be tallying their 16th win.
And against a conference opponent, always good to take that first win of the season series to establish a psychological edge.
And what a tremendous standout performance it was for Kevin Durant.
Just an outpouring of points from him. Nobody could do much to keep him from dropping it in.
Here's Murray. That's short off the rim. Outside, Dort. It's stolen by Thibault. Green with the ball. Dort covering. And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
Boy, Kevin Durant is one of one. A 7-footer with a complete offensive arsenal. What a privilege to have operated in his era.
.35 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And then Hardaway with the dunk.
Whoa, that'll wake you up.
He is such a great athlete. With Smart. Murray, good.
And you can sense that these fans, these players, they are ready to celebrate.
Well, for all intents and purposes, this game is over. Just a matter of time here.
And stolen by Tatum. Embiid the screen. Over in the corner, Caruso. Hardaway. The layup off target. And so it's Boston easily grabbing this one. And the outcome of this one was never in doubt.
And boy, they really put in a supreme effort. It just felt like once they had that lead and it was comfortable, they were not going to...
You can find me at Miller and Lux. I'm a season ticket holder, courtside. I do it
I'm putting on smooth, had to do it to him. Hit him with the 1-2, had to do it to him. Now I'm finna go full, had to